Thank you, Pavla. And as Pavla mentioned, we have had 7 new firms join us this year, and one of them is here with us this week or this weekend, and that is Scott. So Scott's going to come up and tell us a little bit about his firm. Some of you know Scott because he is a rebounder. I like to say no one ever really leaves the ILN because we have some people coming back, and Scott's one of them. So there you go.
Thank you, Lindsay. Rebounder. I've never been called that. Maybe by a girlfriend in college, but we won't talk about that. Well, glad to be here at this Philadelphia conference. And I think Barry and his firm has done an outstanding job at sponsoring this particular meeting. So let me tell you a little bit about Akerman. We're 24 offices strong throughout the US, no international offices, and we're in 12 different states. We're client driven, of course. Have been recognized by Financial Times as one of the most forward-thinking law firms in the industry. And of course, we're an AmLaw 100 firm with 700 lawyers in 24 offices. Let's talk about where those offices are. We have offices in all the states that are in red here. We're about 100 years old, about 102 years old. And we were, one of our biggest clients in the beginning was a man named Walt Disney, who asked us to put together some land for a small theme park he was going to build in Florida. And the firm grew from there. In 2016, you may know Byrne, Maynard and Parsons. That is a firm that my colleague Marty Burns started. I see many familiar faces out there from some meetings that we attended many years ago, and I know you know Marty very well. He still comes in, still a big part of the firm. He wasn't able to make this meeting, but perhaps Rio. And we merged Byrne Maynard in 2016 with Akerman. And since that time, in the last 6 years or so, we have not been a member, and we're rebounding and rejoining at this time. We're very happy to be your newest member. And in terms of offices that are participating in the ILN for Akerman, it's primarily all of our offices in Texas, Colorado, as well as our office in Atlanta, Georgia. The firm's been recognized as one of the top ranking firms, Chambers, Best Lawyers, Financial Times, and Law 360, various recognitions. In various practice groups as well. We do it all from IP to PI, basically, from anything international to intellectual property, personal injury, labor, etc. Now, I want to shout out to our other Texas firm with Olga. Olga, how are you? And she does customs and international law, which we do not do. So that would be Olga's territory, and they're very good at it. So we're full service. Litigation wise, we're 350 litigators. So we're like a firm within a firm, right? That's bigger than most law firms. So we can handle trials through those jurisdictions where we are, of course, participating in the ILN. We have a strong banking practice, do a lot of class actions, IP, as I said, financial markets, banking, as well as real estate. Now, this next section, I understand, is a new section for new ILN members. At least that's what Lindsay told me, but now I'm starting to realize she was just punking me. And she said, this is a way in which they can get to know me and I can get to know them, and I can disclose things that even my closest friends might not know about me. But I did a little twist here. I put one thing on here that is not true. I want to see if anybody can guess what that might be. So the list is trial lawyer, was chairman of Byrne Maynard before the merger with Akerman, is an arbitrator of various international tribunals, has had jobs such as, and this is kind of crazy, cook, dishwasher, construction worker, Rolls-Royce car detailer, burger flipper, real estate agent, liquor store clerk, etc. Or worked for British Petroleum as a petroleum landman, lead singer in a rock band, licensed to carry firearms, been married twice, been on CNN, black belt, born without a name, author of a book called Modern Home on Amazon, father of 2 grown daughters, 2 cats, 2 dogs, or has given speeches around the world. Now, all of those are true except for one. And so I want to, okay, I see a lot of hands out there. Michael, which is untrue? See, I was afraid when Lindsay asked me to do this, this is what would happen. Go ahead, Bill. The one thing that's not true. Rock singing, wrong. All right, so wrong. Very good, very good. I'm glad you all have confidence in me that I could not possibly do these things. Go ahead, Barry. Wow. Yes, sir. Well, but that's true, which is not true. That's the question. I feel like I'm picking a jury. This is kind of interesting. Michael, you already had your turn. Okay, you're rebounding. No, go ahead. See, this is actually, this session is punishment for anyone that dares to try to rejoin the ILN after a 6-year hiatus. That's really what's going on here. I see it now. What's that? No, wrong. Now there is a door prize, by the way, for whoever gets this right. Go ahead.
I would say the black belt thing has already been said, but warm without.
Oh, okay, wrong. That is true. Okay, go ahead, Olga. They paid for my law school, by the way. That is very true. I love British Petroleum. Okay, any other takers? All right, well, I gotta say, Barry got it right. I've only been married once. So I know everybody believes that looking at me, you know, maybe perhaps I was thrown away a time or two, but that's not the case. Now, my most proudest achievement is, of course, this. Father of 2 grown daughters, 2 dogs and 2 cats. So I know that you're thinking, oh, isn't that sweet? He must be really close to his oldest daughter, who's been with him the longest. And you would be incorrect. It's Charlie, my cat. He's the only one that really gets me in the whole family. Anybody experience this where after you've had kids and pets, you're kind of the low person on the totem pole? Anybody feel that way? No one feels that? Okay, yeah. So the point is, it's all about relationships, right? And that's why we rejoin the ILN. It's all about relationships and who you get to know, whether it's business or personal. Hopefully you can meld the two. And so that's why I am really proud to rejoin and to establish a stronger relationship with each one of you in the upcoming years. Thank you.